we'll talk about what the midline is. Okay? Now, just because we have translations, does that mean we're not going to mess with the amplitude and we're not going to mess with the period? No. We're going to mess with everything today. Okay? So it's all going to happen. All right, off we go. Example 1, I have 5 graphs for us. Graph y equals cosine x plus 4. Okay, so we're looking at our model a cosine bx minus h, x minus h plus k. Okay? All right, down the side. Amplitude, period, phase, vertical. What is the only thing that's changing in this graph other than it being a cosine graph? So what's different, guys? Yeah, the plus k? Okay, remember, and that's the vertical shift. Now, because in the rule it's plus, this plus actually means, because it's vertical, up or down. So what does plus mean? Up or down? Okay, so we're going to put up 4. All right, Autumn, the amplitude. What's in front of cosine, but we don't see it? 1. Okay. Period. If there was a b number in front of x, the period would change. There isn't, Drew, so what's the normal period for cosine? 2 pi? Yep. Okay. Phase shift would be in parentheses with x. There's nothing in parentheses with x, so we're not doing any kind of horizontal shift, so that one is none. Okay. Now, if you think of your basic cosine curve, it looks like this, right? Bless you. Oops, I should have gone down a little further. The x-axis is called the midline now. And because we have a vertical shift, we're going to shift that x-axis up 4 units on our xy coordinate plane, okay? So when you do your coordinate plane, I'm going to put the original x-axis right down here. And because there's a vertical shift, okay, this means that the midline is going to go up 4. So the midline is like this x-axis. It's going to go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? And we're going to put up here, up at 4, we're going to put our new x-axis. So that's called the midline. Now, cosine normally starts up the amplitude. So make like this is our new x-axis. The amplitude is 1, right? Because that's what you guys told me. So our graph, we're actually going to have to go up to 5. So the max point is going to be 5. What's the min point going to be, guys, when we start drawing our curve? How far down are we going to go? 3. To 3. Very good. Okay. All right, good. Let's mark off our period. You guys just told me that cosine starts up at the amplitude. So up at 5, I've got a point. At the first halfway point, I've got an x-intercept. But remember, this is our new x-axis. At the next halfway point, I have a valley. So hill, x-intercept, valley. Down the amplitude. At the next halfway point, I have an x-intercept, At the next halfway, or at 2 pi, I have up the amplitude. Okay, do you think you could go backwards now, over on the other side? Hill, x-intercept valley, x-intercept hill, x-intercept valley, x-intercept hill. 2, 3. Here's our midline up at 3, 4, 5. Okay, so midline up at 3. Okay, and then let's scale our x-axis. So period is pi over 2. So let's put pi over 2 here. And let's put negative pi over 2 here. Okay. First halfway point, gang. Pi over 4. Next halfway point. Pi over 8. So now once you get the first tick, then you're going by pi over 8. 1 pi over 8, 2 pi over 8. So the next one is 3 pi over 8. So negative pi over 4, negative pi over 8, negative 3 pi over 8. Okay, let's go up to our midline. Okay. Sine starts up or down? Down. Okay. So, up here at the midline and the y-axis, we start down. First halfway point, we're up the amplitude, so up to 5. Second halfway point, we have to go 2 below the midline, so we're actually down at 1. Next halfway point, we have x-intercept at the midline. Last point, did I just do that wrong? Yeah. So down, up, yeah, I totally did that wrong. Right here, at pi over 4, we have an x-intercept. At 3 pi over 8, we're down at 1. At pi over 2, we have another x-intercept. Down at 1. Because we had to go 2 down.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so go backwards. We had hill, x-intercept, valley, x-intercept, hill, x-intercept. And I have a pencil here. Okay, so gang, at the midline, sine starts up or down? Sine curve. It starts down at 0, 0, which is like here. Okay, we're not going to worry about the horizontal translation until after we get a little dash graph of our original. Sine starts down. At the first halfway point, we're up the amplitude. At the next halfway point, we have x-intercept. Next halfway point, we're down the amplitude. Next halfway point, we have x-intercept. Okay. Can you go backwards? X-intercept valley, x-intercept hill, x-intercept valley, x-intercept hill, x-intercept, and then that's one whole curve. Okay. I'm going to make this dashed. So there's my original curve. Okay. Now, here's how you translate it. It's pretty easy. If you count How many tick marks from 0, 0 to get to pi? Because we have to shift pi. So how many ticks do I count? 2 ticks. All right, what this means is everything is going to move 2 ticks left. So every point that I have right now, I'm going to move it 2 ticks to the left. So go to every point and just go 1 tick, 2 ticks. This point, 1 tick, 2 ticks. All you gotta do is count your ticks. This point, 1 tick, 2 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 ticks. Ta-da. To negative 2 pi to 2 pi, but then we're going to shift everything pi over 2 to the left. Okay? All right. Cosine gang starts up or down? Up. So up at the amplitude. First halfway point, x-intercept. What? No midline. There was no vertical shift. Next halfway point down the amplitude. Next halfway point x-intercept. Next halfway point up the amplitude. Go on the other side. Start at the end, hill, x-intercept valley, x-intercept hill, x-intercept valley, x-intercept hill. This is the one, guys, that I use 3 different colors. Because now I have to take everything and shift it left pi over 2. Can I ask you from 0, 0 to get to pi over 2, how many ticks do I have to move? 1. So everything is going to go left 1 tick. Left 1 tick. So this point, left 1 tick. 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 Now, this one I'm also going to do as dashed. Because the last thing I have to do is reflect each of these points over the x-axis. So, for example, at 5 pi over 2, I'm up at 1. So now I have to go down to 1. I have to reflect it over the x-axis. So at 5 pi over 2, I'm up at 1. So now I have to go down to negative 1. X-intercepts stay on the x-axis. At negative 3 pi over 2, I'm down at 1. I have to reflect it over the x-axis. So then I'm up at 1. Negative pi, I'm on the x-axis. Okay. At negative pi over 2, I'm up at 1. So now I have to go down to 1. At 0, I'm on the x-axis. At pi over 2, I'm down at 1, so now